Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in the NBA to go over. So we have a nice full slate. First, a quick tap of yesterday. Um, if you bet the dog, you did great. We went 4-1. The Nets +5 cashed. The Grizzlies only lost by 2. Um, they They cashed at +9. The Nuggets at -10.5, and I kind of called it in my video too, saying that it's a theme that these lines were way too wide. And of course, I said the Nuggets were my one exception. Of course, they didn't cover. They were up 11 with 40 seconds to go or something like that, and then they hit it, and then Minnesota hits a three and wins by 8, or they Nuggets win by 7, I think, or something like that. And then the Spurs and the Bulls as 9.5 point dogs win straight up. So barking dogs last night. Dogs went 5-0. We went 4-1. We had 4 of those dogs. So we are now 57-41 on the year, hitting at 58.2%. So we are absolutely killing it so far in NBA so far this season. So let's keep it going here. Out of the 11 games, I have 9 plays I have, and then I have 2 leans that are passes for me. So let's get it started with the Indiana Pacers hosting the Houston Rockets, a 2-point spread, -130, run back of +110. And this Pacers team has actually looked pretty good this year. I'm very impressed of how they've been doing. And we're looking at the Pacers here at home, plus or -2. The Pacers coming off of a nice win against the Pelicans, which we cashed on that one. So my model has the Pacers winning this game by 5.5 points, so 3.5 points of value on this line for the Pacers. So we're going to take those 3.5 points of value here, and we're going to bet them here at that. Next, we have the Washington Wizards heading to the Philadelphia 76ers. And this is a bet that there is value on it, but I'm just nervous about it. The Sixers have looked great this year. 5 of their 6 wins are by at least 7 or more points. And they're really good at home. But on the other hand, we're looking at the Washington Wizards here. They're going to have Westbrook back. I believe he was out. And which I guess the last game was addition by subtraction. But they're going to have a healthy Beal and a healthy Westbrook, which I think can help them keep pace with the 76ers team. My model has the Sixers winning by 0.3 points. So potential sprinkle on what's kind of a pick'em here, which shouldn't really be a pick'em, but plus 205 could be an interesting play for the Wizards tonight. I'm probably not going to bet that, but I am going to play the Wizards at +6.5. Next, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the Orlando Magic. The Magic have been really good this year. They cashed in their last game. I forgot who they played, though. But we're going to be looking right back at the Magic here, -5.5 against the Cavaliers. I believe they played the Cavaliers last time, and they took care of business. And we're going to do the same thing here. I just think this Cavaliers team is just not that great this year. They got off to a decent start, and they've cooled down ever since. So we're looking at the Orlando Magic here, -5.5 points versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. My model has this at Magic by 10.6 points, so 5.1 points of value on this line. Give you some Magic with Orlando tonight. Next, we have the Boston Celtics heading to the Miami Heat. And the Celtics actually looked really good the other night against the Raptors with Teague out and with Smart out. I believe they're both questionable or out tonight. Regardless, we were looking at the Heat in this matchup. I just think they're the better play. And at 3.5, I just don't think this line is wide enough. This Miami Heat team is going to be a really good force in this Eastern Conference, looking to get back to those NBA Finals. And at -3.5, I'm looking to take that in Miami tonight. -3.5 for the Miami Heat. My model has them winning by 7 points, so 3.5 points of value on this line. Next, we have the Atlanta Hawks hosting the Charlotte Hornets here, a 6-point spread, -245, run back of +205. And this is not one we're going to look at the dog here. Atlanta has not looked good lately. They lost against the Knicks the other night. And and they seem to keep blowing leads. So I think the Hornets, coming off back-to-back losses against the 76ers, are going to come out. They're going to play well tonight. They're going to keep it close. My model has the Hawks winning by 2.5 points, so we're going to take the Hornets here at +6 with a 3.5 points of value on that line. Next, we have the Utah Jazz taking on the New York Knicks. The Jazz on a back-to-back. They played against Brooklyn last night and got absolutely whooped. So the potential bounce back spot as 7.5 point favorites here, -310, +260. And these Knicks, I feel like, keep getting underestimated all year long so far, and they've done nothing but cover spreads basically almost every game. I think they've only lost 2 or 3 against the spread. So I just don't want to go away from the Knicks here. They've been really good. I'm going to keep riding them. They're going to keep winning me games. I'm going to keep betting on them. +7.5. Give me the New York Knicks. My model has the Jazz winning by 4.5 points. The 3.2 values on these New York Knicks. Give me New York. I think they're going to continue to cover these spreads as dogs because they keep getting undervalued, I think. They're kind of like the Spurs this year where they're just undervalued, and they're going to take care of business here. Next, we have the my top value play of the day, the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to New Orleans to take on the Pelicans. 7.5 point favorites of the Pelicans, and that should be more, honestly. -325, +270. And my as close to a lock as you can get, but not being a lock, is the Pelicans -7.5. This Thunder team just looks awful. They are bottom feeders, and they're going to play against a really good defense in the Pelicans tonight. Give me the Pelicans. My model has them winning by 15.4 points. So we're getting a solid 7.9 points of value, I believe, on this line. So absolutely going to be going for this New Orleans Pelicans team at -7.5. Probably a 2.5 unit play for me. One of my top plays, or my top play for today, and probably one of the best plays we've seen in a while. Next, we have the Pistons taking on the Bucks, a 12-point spread, and I'm trying to remember what happened. I passed on this game last time, and I'm passing on it again. The Detroit would have cashed last time at +16. At +12, I'm not going to bet them if I can't get +16 on them. My model has the Bucks winning by 9.2 points. So the lean would be the Pistons +12, but there's just not enough value on this line for me to bet them. But my lean would be Detroit +12, but this is not an official play for me. Next, we have the Toronto Raptors taking on the Phoenix Suns, and geez, these Raptors look terrible so far this year. I don't blame them, though. They're playing home games in Tampa Bay, where they don't have any fans in Tampa Bay. So it's just been a rough year for the Raptors, and I don't think it gets any better here having to travel to Phoenix to play a Suns team that's been really good this year. I think 5-2 against the spread and straight up. This Suns team has looked good with DeAndre Booker and or Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Chris Paul. We're gonna go back with the Suns here. They've been just cashing for me all year, and I really like playing the Suns team. So we're taking Phoenix -2.5 here against the Toronto Raptors. I think Toronto turns it around at some point in the season. Is it tonight? Probably not. Next, we have the Chicago Bulls heading to Sacramento to play the Kings, and the Bulls looked good last night. They won their game straight up as 9.5 point dogs, and they're right back today as 7-point dogs. I really want to go back to this Bulls team. +7. Potential on that +230 line. My model has the Bulls losing by 0.9 points. So basically, they have this game labeled as a pick'em. And I think this Chicago Bulls team is going to be a team that is a sneaky moneymaker this year, where they're going to be dogs, they're going to be undervalued, they're going to be like the Spurs, they're going to be like the Knicks. There's going to be those teams that you're going to want to bet on. And the Bulls, I believe, are one of them, and they've looked really good the last couple of weeks, covering spreads and being helpful here in the marketplace. And we're going to be taking the Bulls here, +7, and potentially on the money line against the Kings. And our final game of the night, which this is going to be a pass for me, just shows how good this Warriors team has become. They started out bad, but now they're looking a lot better. Curry's playing a lot better. I believe they got Draymond Green back. Um, they're only 1 point dogs at home against the Clippers, which says a lot because this Clippers team, uh, probably entering the season, you'd probably say what is a 7, 8 point favorite against a Warriors team like we saw last year, and now they're only 1 point favorites. I mean, I think the value. I mean, I would lean Warriors here in this game, honestly. My model has the Warriors winning by 0.9 points. So, I mean, getting plus 100 on a is not a bad bet, but I'm not going to be betting this game. There is just plain and simply not enough value here. Only 1.9 points of value on the Warriors at +1. So it's not something I'm looking to bet. But my lean would be to Golden State because Clippers just haven't looked good. And we don't know if Kawhi is going to be playing. He didn't play last night against the Spurs. Who knows if he's playing tonight against the Warriors? If he is, then I think the Clippers are a better bet. But if not, then this game is a straight pass for me. But over our plays for this game, we have the Indiana Pacers covering a 2 point spread here against the Houston Rockets. We have the Wizards covering +6.5 versus the 76ers. We have the Magic -5.5 versus the Cavaliers. The Heat -3.5 versus the Celtics. We have the Hornets +6 against the Hawks. Knicks +7.5 versus the Jazz. We have the Pelicans as our best play of the day at -7.5 against an Oklahoma City team that has just looked awful. We have the Suns -2.5 versus the Raptors, and we have the Bulls +7 and potential on that +230 money line versus the Kings. That is going to just about wrap up this video. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe down below and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified every single time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. We have daily content on this channel for a wide range of sports from the NFL with playoffs coming up. That should be fun. We have college basketball every single day. We're going to have college football. We have our last college football video of the season on Monday for the national championship. UFC returning in 10 days. Esports in a couple weeks. That will be covered by my brother Tim. Then we have NBA every single day. WNBA starting, I believe, May or June. I have to look up that date. NHL starting in just a week. I am so excited for NHL. That is going to be hopefully a big money maker for this channel. And then in about 3 months, we have Major League Baseball starting. So we have tons of content coming to you guys daily here on the channel. So be sure you're subscribed and have those post notifications on. But that's going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's cash some tickets tonight. Have a good night in the NBA. We've been doing really well lately. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.